Hello and welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we'll be diving into a topic that is unbelievably so common among women, that is so often regarded as normal amongst many women: urinary incontinence. Here we will focus on the various types of urinary incontinence. Urinary incontinence is involuntary loss of urine. What is not socially or hygienically acceptable? Millions of women experience involuntary loss of urine, meaning they pass or leak urine when they do not intend to. Some women may lose a few drops of urine while running or coughing. Others may feel a strong, sudden urge to urinate just before losing a large amount of urine. Many women experience both symptoms. Urinary incontinence can be slightly bothersome or totally debilitating. For some women, the risk of public embarrassment keeps them from enjoying many activities with their family and friends. Urine loss can also occur during sexual activity and cause great emotional distress. Urinary incontinence is quite common and can occur at any age, but it is more likely to develop as you get older. It is estimated that about 3 million people in the UK are regularly incontinent. Overall, this is about 4 in 100 adults. However, as many as 1 in 5 women over the age of 40 have some degree of urinary incontinence. It is likely that the true number of people affected is much higher. Many people do not tell their doctor about their incontinence due to embarrassment. Some people wrongly think that incontinence is a normal part of aging, or that it cannot be treated. This is unfortunate, as many cases can be successfully treated or significantly improved. Let's dive into understanding your waterworks. The kidneys make urine continuously. A trickle of urine is constantly passing to the bladder down the ureters. The tubes from the kidneys to the bladder. You make different amounts of urine depending on how much you drink, eat, and sweat. The bladder is made of muscle and stores the urine. It expands like a balloon as it fills with urine. The outlet for urine, the urethra, is normally kept closed. This is helped by the muscles below the bladder that surround and support the urethra, the pelvic floor muscles. When a certain volume of urine is in the bladder, you become aware that the bladder is getting full. When you go to the toilet to pass urine, the bladder muscle contracts, squeezes, and the urethra and pelvic floor muscles relax to allow the urine to flow out. Complex nerve messages are sent between the brain, the bladder, and the pelvic floor muscles. These tell you how full your bladder is and tell the correct muscles to contract or relax at the right time. Now let's discuss the types of urinary incontinence. There are several different types of urinary incontinence. First one is stress incontinence. It is the most common type. It occurs when the pressure in the bladder becomes too great for the bladder outlet to withstand. This is usually caused by weak pelvic floor muscles. Urine tends to leak most when you cough, laugh, sneeze, or when you exercise, such as when you jump or run. In these situations, there is a sudden extra pressure, stress inside the abdomen and on bladder. Small amounts of urine often leak. Sometimes much larger volumes of urine are accidentally passed. Pelvic floor muscles are often weakened by childbirth. Stress incontinence is common in women who have had several children, in obese people, and with increasing age. Second is urge incontinence, unstable or overactive bladder. It is the second most common cause. This is when you get an urgent desire to pass urine. Sometimes urine leaks before you have time to get to the toilet. The bladder muscle contracts too early and the normal control is reduced. In most cases, the cause of urge incontinence is not known. This is called idiopathic urge incontinence. It seems that the bladder muscle gives wrong messages to the brain, and the bladder may feel fuller than it actually is. Sometimes urge incontinence can occur because of problems with the nervous system, the brain, spinal cord, and other nerves in the body. Illnesses or diseases affecting the nervous system are called neurological disorders. Some people with certain neurological disorders may experience urge incontinence. Examples are Parkinson's disease, multiple sclerosis, MS, spinal cord injury, and after stroke. Third is mixed incontinence. Women with genuine stress incontinence and overactive bladder are said to have mixed incontinence Incontinence. For these patients, it is helpful to identify the most bothersome symptom and treat accordingly. Fourth is overflow incontinence. This is when there is an obstruction to the outflow of urine. The obstruction prevents the normal emptying of the bladder. A pool of urine constantly remains in the bladder that cannot empty properly. This is called chronic urinary retention. Consequently, pressure builds up behind the obstruction. The normal bladder emptying mechanism becomes faulty, and urine may leak past the blockage from time to time. Treatment depends on the cause. Fifth is bedwetting, nocturnal enuresis. It occurs in many children, but some adults are affected. Sixth is functional incontinence. It is the name given to urinary incontinence, where there is nothing obviously wrong with the nervous system controlling the bladder or the lower urinary tract, bladder/urethra itself. An example would be incontinence because you are unable to reach the toilet due to poor mobility. Other types of incontinence exist. They include incontinence of urine when there is a congenital abnormality, birth defect of the urinary tract, and problems that can occur after injury, accident, or during operations. So, these are various type involuntary loss of urine among women. To learn more about incontinence urine, join us in our next video. Kindly remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and leave comments below or in our community space where you can discuss on some of our other videos.